Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and I thought I'd just have a chatty catch-up video with you today. Hello friends, I just thought we'd have a little chat today. It probably won't be a long video because, although I think I'm quite a bit of a talker, I tend to just do short videos, don't I? I don't really have much to say. And I think I'm a bit like that in life, you know. I think I used to be a real talker, but now, silence is golden. Silence is golden. I have discovered that recently. But if you remember the last time I did one of these videos, I'll link a link down below. I explained to you why my reading is so bad, and it was because of my job and how I wasn't really sort of coping well, and I'm still in the same job. I'm still not coping that well, but actually, friends, I was just having a little edit of this, and I have a little update. Actually, I quit my job. I quit my job. I'm now unemployed. You could say I'm 33. Single and unemployed, so life's going great. But yeah, I couldn't go back there. I just couldn't go back there. I feel like it was much needed. Obviously now it's a bit scary as I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the future holds. You know, I'd been there for 18 years, so that is a long time. It's one of the only jobs I've ever had. Life's a bit uncertain at the minute and a bit unsure, and everything feels a bit up in the air. And I feel like maybe I might have lost a few friends, but yeah, it was much needed. I was more miserable than you could. Well, maybe not. You guys saw the misery, didn't you? You saw how miserable I was. So yeah, just as a little update. I'll send you back now to the other Jack, but yeah, I can't quite believe it. I don't think anyone around me can believe it, but yeah, I just had to get out there for my own sake. In a way, I just cared too much. I'm trying so hard to make it a success that, you know, I'm just putting the back burner, and like I was just at my wit's end basically, and it was really affecting my reading. And since the last one, I've slowly been getting back into it. I've been reading like 4 or 5 books a month. But I have to say, something that really has kicked my high gear into reading is reading the Booker Prize long list. I have absolutely loved doing it. It has been so much fun. I'm not saying every book has been a success for me. I don't think that could ever happen, really, could it? If you're reading 13 books. But I have definitely loved the process. It's the first time I've done it. I'll link the vlog down below. It's just been so much fun, and I've really enjoyed chatting about the books with people, and I've enjoyed watching other booktubers like, oh, can I call myself a booktuber? I'll just do it. Other booktubers, like their videos on it and their opinions, because even though we don't always have the same opinions, I absolutely love that. I love that people have different opinions, and you know, you always have to respect people more than the books, don't you? You just have to. But it really has just boosted my reading. I have been reading any spare second I get, especially because, you know, it's got some big chunky ones, you know. If you've been here a while, you know I can be a bit of a slow reader, so any spare second I get, I read, and it's just really sort of kicked back my love for reading and kicked back my appreciation for the bookish community through all the videos and the discussions, and I've just absolutely loved it. And it has taken up most of my reading. That's why there wasn't a wrap up for August, because I figured you'll see it in the vlogs. Maybe I'll do like a couple of months wrap up altogether at some point. Not that anyone cares, but you know, maybe I will. But I did read another book on holiday that wasn't a book. I did take a book and another book just to break it up, you know, give myself a little bit of a break from the list, a little bit of reading something that I actually brought, like, because I wanted to, not because it was on the prize, because so many of these I probably wouldn't have brought or ever read. But I have found, spoiler, one of my favourites of the year in the list. So have you watched the vlog? Do you know which one? I hope you do. If not, it's linked down below. There's been a few new subscribers around here recently, so I just thought I would like maybe do a little bit of get to know me as well. My name's Jack. I always say it every video. People are probably like, can you stop saying that? Can you just shut up? We know your name. But it's become a habit now. If I don't start it that way, I feel like I'd get bad luck. I'm a bit like that. If I don't, you know, I can be a bit like, I change my bed sheets every Monday and they have to go in order, otherwise I get bad luck. When I change the bathroom mats, they have to go week by week, otherwise I will have bad luck. There was a time there I had lucky underwear and I had to wear underwear on a certain day of the week, otherwise I had bad luck. I know. You probably didn't want to know that about me, did you? But here we are. Maybe I should have asked you all to ask me questions, but would anyone really do that? Probably not. And I wouldn't blame them. Most people are probably switched off now because you think, we know you enough, or I don't want to get to know you. If you do want to get to know me, you should know I'm a huge worrier. I'm a huge, huge worrier. And I often worry that this, like, YouTube Booktube account hasn't grown that much, or it hasn't grown very quickly, I should say. You know, my videos don't get that many views. I always try to remember, like, imagine if, like, 100 people showed up at your house. It'd be my worst nightmare. So, you know, think of it like that. 100 people is still a lot of people if they were at your house. But, yeah, you know, when I see it compared to other people, and I know you shouldn't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Try and remember that, friends. I try and remember that on the daily, but I do forget. When I don't see it grow, and I see other people grow much faster, I just think, oh no, I'm doing something wrong, no one likes me, blah, 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 blah. But I actually try and remember why I started all this in the first place, and not to be too, you know, somber, but basically I started on Instagram, on Bookstagram. It's always linked down below. It's Jthbooks. Just search Jthbooks if you want to, and you'll find me anywhere. And I started on there. Then I started on a blog, but I'm not a writer. I'm a reader, but I'm not a writer. And then I came on here, and it all started because my mum passed away. No one cares. My mum passed away, and was miserable. It was 7 years ago now. I was miserable. I still am very miserable. But I didn't read for a couple of months after she died, and then I read a book called, was it autobiography? I can't even remember. But all I remember, I was incredibly excited. It was the first time I felt joy. I can remember being like, oh my God, they're going to get together, you know, and I was excited. And that was the first time in months that I had been excited. And I actually read it on her Kindle, which I don't use now. I don't use the Kindle now. But this was hers. So I did have it after she passed away, and I read it on this. Yeah, look, it's bright pink. It has some stickers on, but I don't. No. So yeah, that is how it all started, and it was just a way to bring myself joy. It was a way to just sort of connect with people. It was a way to just talk about something that made me happy and that I love, and that's what I try and remember when you know it's not going well, or you lose subscribers, or blah 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 blah. I just think, why did I start this? I wouldn't have coped without any of this. I really, really wouldn't have. So yeah, that's what I try and remember, and that's why I'm sitting here today, and that's why I've that's why I talk to so many of you. I would meet some of you. I'd be very nervous, but there is a few of you I could show up at your door and knock on it if I knew your address. I don't know if you'd like that, but I'd be there, and I'd hope you'd let me in and give me a glass of Pepsi. But yeah, that's why. Should we talk about something a bit more cheerful now? So if you haven't guessed by now, I love to read. I own a lot of books. I have about 400 unread books on my TBR. Shameful, I know. But when people ask me, because people in my real life know that I read a lot, but they don't know that I do any of this. No one knows. Only 3 people that I know in person know that I do it. Like in my everyday life. My family don't know anything like that. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I love to read. I have many books, but I always say, when they say, what do you read? I say, I read anything. But that's not true. That's not true. You're not going to find me really picking up a thriller book, because they just work too well on me. Like, I think, yeah, it's too thrilling. And like, now I can't sleep. The same with horror. I'm not going to read a horror book. I'm not really going to read a mystery book either. I would quite like to read that Richard Osman series. What is it? The Thursday Murder Club. But he's nearly 5 books in now. It's too deep. I'm too behind. I would say what I mostly read is literary fiction with a dabble of non-fiction, a dabble of commercial fiction. And then I do dabble in fantasy, but very rarely. I tend to buy quite a lot of fantasy, but I don't always read it. But it's very much a dabble. It's, should I have a little fantasy book today? But what I mainly read is queer fiction, and that comes under well, I sort of class it as its own genre, but it's probably not. But, you know, it's, you know, there's many genres in it. But I can remember the first queer book I ever bought knowingly, and it was History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This is the kind of thing I used to read. I used to read a lot more YA, and I don't really anymore. There's certain ones I will dabble in, like I read one on my holiday. But I was going to say that's the kind of time I'd read one, but it was a sad book, so it wasn't the perfect time. Sit by the pool crying. But yeah, this is the first queer book I ever bought, and it probably changed my life, like in the sense that, because I was very nervous to buy it. I was like, and then the person who served me in the Waterstones that won't give me a job didn't bat an eyelid. Not an eyelid. Didn't care at all. And yeah, so then it was free reign. Then it was free reign, and now I have this whole shelf that goes up to the ceiling, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That was probably enough getting to know me, wasn't it? I probably made you maybe a bit sad or a bit bored, but I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to hope the reading continues as strongly as it has been during the Booker Prize, and you know, I'm gonna wait for that shortlist and hope my favourite's on there, and hope I got some of it right. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would make me feel a bit well done, Jack. That would make me feel a bit well done. Yeah, do you know what? Let me know if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer. Oh, that's so embarrassing. So I never thought I'd be that person. But if you have one, just do it, and I'll do like a little Q&A, and maybe I'll put it up on my Instagram that I'm going to do one, and we'll do it. Oh, I can't imagine it will go well though. Then what happens? No one asks anything. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is just a bit of fun. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what genres you read. Let me know. Just have a chat to me. I say it all the time. That is my favourite thing to do. And it is actually true. Like, I've really made some good friends from here. Some of you comment all the time, and it just makes me smile. The day you don't, I'll cry. But that is up to you. I can understand that is up to you. But yeah, just let me know. Just have a chat. It's my favourite thing. I love it every week. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'm going to speak to you all. Feel free to like and subscribe. That would really, really help. Just give it a little like. Just click the thumbs up. Or if you want to give it a thumbs down, I understand. I would understand. I'd probably give myself a thumbs down. I do often in life. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to speak to you all really, really soon.